Thanks, Bill. South African-born and now UK-based singer, composer and songwriter Melanie Le Roux, who is better known by her stage name Tailor, is currently in the country for her 1,000 Miles tour. Tailor was just 11 years old when her gift of music and performing became apparent to her and her family. And fast forward to 2018, she has since released albums such as Dark Horse, Light, Trust Part 1 under her name and has embarked on local and international tours. And she joins me now in studio to tell us more about her musical career and as well as her current project, the 1,000 Miles tour. Tailor, good morning and welcome.
Hello.
Now, before we talk about the tour and your 3 albums, who is Tailor?
Who is Tailor? Outlandish, creative, out of the box, and if you come to a show, you're going to be shifted and moved, let's put it that way.
And blown away.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Let's talk about your album, your first 3 albums, Dark Horse and now Part 1. Yeah, Trust Part 1.
Yeah, so the Dark Horse came out in 2012. Light was about 2 years after, and then recently we've released Trust Part 1. And all 3 records, actually the first 2 records were made in South Africa, and the third record I went over to Austin, Texas, where I recorded with an amazing producer, Zach Loy. And here we're sitting with this, beautiful piece of material.
Okay. So what's the underlying message in those albums? What is it that you sing about?
I think for me as a performer and artist and singer-songwriter, I mean, last night I actually played a show in Johannesburg, and the question I got asked is like, what is your goal? You know, where do you want to go? Is it just about getting on stage every night and playing a show? And I think for me, to have that responsibility, to manifest that responsibility and be able to take that and change people's lives and have an impact on their lives, even if the songs might seem dark and so forth, every fan almost leaves going, oh, it's okay. You know, I'm gonna be able to get whatever I'm in right now.
Okay. Let's talk about your musical journey from the age of 11 till you are now. Who have you worked with? Who do you look up to in the industry?
Oh, wow, there's so many. I've done some pretty cool collaborations. I think every cool experience I've had has had its own beautiful dynamics. You know, I think there are many great opportunities. Obviously, the Clegg tour on his final journey. I did Ed Kowalczyk, who was from a band called Live. I did a solo track with him on his solo project. There were so many, and a beautiful bunch of South African artists, people like the Muffins, Lockenville, Yohav. It's endless, yeah.
Talk to us about the Clegg collaboration.
Clegg, first of all, doesn't have an opening act. So when I got that opportunity as a young girl, Afrikaans girl from Pretoria, I was blown away, you know. So that in itself just proved to me that if you work hard and you own what you're good at, you're able to do anything. And that tour was beautiful, very emotional, obviously, seeing that it was his last tour. And every night was quite spectacular.
Now, you've recently moved to the UK, so how has your music been received by the British audience?
It's interesting. I was telling some fans the other night that, you know, when you play these shows in London, you're able to reach the whole world in a very literal sense, you know, like you've got people from New York, you've got people from Berlin and Amsterdam, like it is so broad, the market there is massive, you know, and I've been well received, so very blessed.
Yeah. So you're ready on tour, I do understand?
Yeah.
Your 1,000 Miles tour. What can you expect from that?
A lot of passion, intensity, energetic, and just me telling my stories, you know, the best way I can.
Why did you just decide to embark on this tour?
I wanted to come back. I needed to come back to see my SA fans. You know, they're extremely loyal, and my roots will always be here. This will always be home. So it was important for me to come back and do this tour and play songs from all 3 records.
I hope they haven't forgotten you.
No, they better not.
All right. How would you describe your sound? Is it pop? Is it rock? Or is it just a fusion of both?
It's outlandish alternative music, I would say.
All right. And where do we get hold of your album?
You can go on Apple Music. I know the music is available on any other platforms, but the one that is quite well known, if you want to put it that way, I would say is Apple Music. Yeah.
All right. And I do understand that your tour dates are on the social media pages.
That is correct. Yeah. If you go on Facebook, it's this is Tailor, and Tailor is spelled Tailor.
Okay. All right. Tailor, great chatting to you.
Thank you.
Well, that's singer, composer and songwriter Tailor, and she's been speaking to us about her musical career as well as a 1,000 Miles South African tour that started last week and will end on the 5th of May. This is Morning Live. Let's go for a break now.